No, I definitely know. The roof is this way.
Sorry, I'm spiritually holding a child. If you.
Oh. Well, goddamn, that's adorable. God, I didn't know it was snowing out here. A little bit. Don't worry, I'm on top of that too.
Oh, those are bugs. Never
And
mind.
I also like to test.
Alright.
I feel bad. Here, let me just use my quiet voice. I wanted to ask you again about what happened when Dr. Dark was in front of the hospital.
Right. Okay.
Okay, can you just like go through that for me one more time?
So, I wasn't on duty as corrections. I had a clock on as doctor because I was helping the patients out that were bleeding out in the hospital. So when that got everything sorted out, I went outside and saw dark inside the car with Chip, and I was trying to talk to him, and I was trying to tell him that I missed him and everything. And I was like, "Can you step outside?" And Miss Chip was like, "No, he can stay inside." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "You sure? I got to tell you something." It wasn't really nothing important to tell him, but I just saw that Mr. Chip had a hatchet in his hand, and I didn't know what he was trying to do with that hatchet. Um, but I tried to get Dark out the car, and he was like, "No, I'ma stay here. We're friends. We're buddies. We're old buddies." And I was like, "Okay." So I just tell him the news that I had, and he was like, "I'll be back later." But when him and Chip drove off, the tracker was gone, and then I get a notification that he was at the morgue. He's passed away.
Okay. So how long was it after they departed the hospital that you saw that Dr. Dark didn't have a tracker?
It was not even like 5 minutes. I literally went back inside the hospital to check up on everybody, see if they're doing okay and needed any more assistance. And once I noticed that, and then it says advertisement, the Dr. Dark's tracker is gone. And I was like, he was just outside.
Okay. So why didn't you like get on the radio and inform officers?
To be honest, I wasn't really thinking all that clearly, you know, because honestly, if someone like tells me like it's okay, we're friends, and they keep saying it, I get like sometimes I think I'm like what's it called, like in over my head. Maybe I'm just assuming too much, and maybe
I
they're
mean,
probably were friends.
you were concerned enough to try to get him out of the car. You saw a man walking around with a
Yeah,
hatchet next
but
to the
when
car.
no, like
They
it's
didn't.
more so like they keep like he even like Dark said it like, no, we're okay, we're friends, don't worry about it. So like I was like, friends play with hatchets, I guess. I mean, I don't
At any
know.
point did he have a hatchet to Dr. Dark's neck? Told you to back up?
No, he didn't tell me none of that.
Oh,
He
that's what I
Yeah,
was told.
you was told that?
I was told that by two individuals, ma'am.
Really? He didn't tell me to back up from the car. He was talking to me like a person, like a reasonable conversation. Like he was like, nah, like he wasn't saying back up or anything. He was just like,
And even after that, even after you noticed that there was an advertisement about Dr. Dark's tracker, I don't even think Dr. Dark was even on duty. He doesn't even work for the hospital anymore.
yeah,
To
that's
my
the thing that
knowledge,
got me.
like you
I
still
was
didn't
like,
call it in.
yeah,
You
so
didn't call and say, "Hey, by the way, you might want to look for this kind of vehicle." I last saw him in this vehicle. I know the
Yes, I
guy's
did.
name.
I told Machiavelli. I told
When?
Machiavelli in Rogers. What after the tracker was taken, Machiavelli and Rogers pulled up, and I was like, he was in a white Rebel. And I gave him the person's name, Chip Shadowdale. Even though they were pissed at me for not rating me over, and I was like, I'm sorry, I had too much on my plate, to be honest. Not much was thinking spiritually.
Too much on your plate
Yeah.
to help catch a murderer, to save a life. Great. Love it. I'm great. Be very busy sometimes.
Like, I had spiritually too much going on to do anything.
Oh.
What the heck is that? I'm gonna be radio silence for about 10 mics.
Oh, well, I think that's all the questions I have. Was there anybody else outside with you when you saw this happen?
No.
Where was Alex Murphy?
Alex Murphy was inside the hospital helping admit patients.
Okay.
So he wasn't outside with me. It was just me.
Did you ever tell Alex what happened?
Yeah, I told Alex what happened, and he was like, he didn't ridicule me that much because like I had I had a lot going on, and I was just trying to figure out, like, I had different situations going on, so it all bun rushed me at like one time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I was at the hospital for a different reason, to talk to somebody. Then I noticed Dark was on. I was like, let's go visit Dark while we're going to the hospital, talk to freaking Joseph. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, but that was all on me. I should have radioed in, even though I was quote unquote not on duty, technically. I should have.
You're clocked in and working. You're on duty, ma'am.
Yeah. I wasn't on the radio though. That's the problem. I didn't.
You should never be on duty and not on the radio. I'm just saying. Never know what can happen.
Yeah, but that's my regret because I could have saved Dark. It's probably gonna haunt me for the rest of my times, but yeah.
Alright, well, I appreciate your time, ma'am. And you can go back in. I'm just gonna be here.